this is Rich Gaspari, IFBB Hall of Famer, winner of the Mr. Universe, Mr. World, and Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic. I'm also the CEO and founder of Gaspari Nutrition. Today, I'm going to take you to my approach to training, nutrition, and supplementation. Before we get started, I'd like to talk to you on how I went from professional bodybuilder to becoming a businessman, forming Gaspari Nutrition and giving back to the industry. Living the bodybuilding lifestyle really helped me become a businessman. First off, as a bodybuilder, you have to be dedicated, you have to be focused, you really have to believe in what you're doing when you're building your physique. Same thing with business. Like you're building your body, you're building your business. You have to have a positive outlook, you have to be focused, and you have to take that and build it slowly, just like you build your body. And that's how I built Gaspari Nutrition. It was something like building biceps and then going on to building a corporation and building that business to become bigger and stronger. I started out of my mom's basement when I started this business, selling supplements back then, 12 years ago, like creatine and proteins, and really looking into the industry to come up with the best products that I could come up with. It became really difficult because, like I said, I transitioned from this bankrupt bodybuilder that was like this big-time bodybuilder to becoming humble and starting this company from nothing and building it up. I had a transition where actually the house burned down, but still I prevailed and wanted to make this company, and I believe that if I continue going on, that I would make this company work. Until today, we're in over 85 countries around the world, one of the top brands in the United States. What really wanted me to start a supplement company in my name is, first off, being a former bodybuilder. There was a lot of questions on what type of supplements to really take. And it became very difficult because there's a lot of brands out there making a lot of claims. Getting into the industry myself, I wanted to give the consumer the best supplements on the market. And a lot of times people say they sell the best products. The thing that I wanted to show is that I'm not a faceless entity. I'm Rich Gaspari, former bodybuilder. I represent this line, Gaspari Nutrition. In making these products, I wanted to also make products that were effective and worked. So I did the research in making sure that when I made a product, that I use efficacious doses of certain ingredients that will make that product effective. The most important sale is the second sale. When someone uses a Gaspari product, they get results, they tell their friends, and they continue buying that product. Now that you know a little bit about me, let's get more specific on my training principles. My overall approach to training has changed drastically from that professional bodybuilder in my 20s and early 30s to now a businessman in his 40s. The thing was, when I was a professional bodybuilder, I was mostly wanting to gain mass on my physique and then building up for a contest. I trained on a 6-day split, basically 3 on, 1 off season, doing chest and back one day, shoulders and arms the next, and then legs on the 3rd day, taking a day off. As a contest approached, say 8 to 10 weeks out, then I would train 6 days straight. My training would be double split, where I would do, say, chest in the morning, back at night, shoulders in the morning, arms at night, legs in the morning, hamstrings at night. In between that, I would be doing my cardio sessions to burn fat. I would be doing my abdominals in between there, like 3 to 4 days a week. I was training to failure using very, very heavy weights. Now, fast forward, a guy in his mid-40s, my training has changed. I love training. I still train 5 days a week, but I train only once a day. I try to train about an hour and 15 minutes. I'll split the body 5 days. What I do now is to maintain what I have and not have any type of injuries. I'll do, say, chest in the morning and not do that many sets. I do about 15 sets, then do something like cardio for 20, 30 minutes, some abdominal training. The second day, I'll do like back, again do some cardio training, and maybe some calves. On the 3rd day, I'll split to doing legs, then go back to smaller body parts the last part of the week on Thursday, Friday doing shoulders, and then Friday doing biceps and triceps. So I train 5 days straight, doing about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes. I go to failure, but I don't use extremely heavy weights because as you get older, joints get stiff, you start having problems with injuries that are gonna occur. I constantly change the variation every workout. What I'll do is sometimes I'll even do supersets with a body part because I just want to change. I don't use the same workout every workout. I change it and change it and change it because I think changing it makes your body not adapt to the routine. So by constantly changing, you're gonna be able to make gains constantly. The 2 days are the weekends. I'm a family man, I have kids. I like spending time, with my kids on the weekends. No, I don't go to the gym, but I'll have fun with my kids. If I'm, with my kids, I'll go bike riding, play in the park, do things like that, active recuperation or active rest. I mean, I do want to have a well-rounded lifestyle now because I am a businessman and I still want to maintain a nice physique that makes me represent my brand. But it is important on my days off that I do spend more time, family, and having more balanced lifestyle. Now that you got an overall philosophy of my training principles, if you want full details on my training, look at the page below. Now let's move on to nutrition. My overall approach to nutrition is 80% of trying to stay in shape. You can train in the gym all day, but if you don't eat properly, you're not gonna be able to look the way you wanna look. Today, even though I don't compete, I still eat 6 times a day, making sure that I take 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, making sure I take in complex carbohydrates, I take in fibrous carbohydrates like vegetables, fruits. I make sure that if I can eat food, which a lot of people they're on the run like myself who owns a business, that you can do it by using, say, a protein shake as a meal replacement. So you can do it that way as well. I do have cheat days, but I normally don't really like to eat cheat days because when I do eat something really bad, it actually makes me feel bad for like the whole day. So on holidays, of course, my cheat is like eating lasagna, which I'm Italian, I love eating pasta. But I do follow and maintain my diet. So when I do a cheat day, it's one of my meals. It's not the whole day. So by doing that and going right back onto your diet, I'm able to maintain the way I look and still get that splurge of having, say, that ice cream or having, say, that cheap food or having that slice of pizza. You're able to do that and still maintain the physique that you want to be able to keep. I basically change my diet the way I want to look. Normally in the off season, I may want to try to just get a little stronger, a little bigger. What I'll do is increase complex carbohydrates and I'll increase essential fats. Normally when I want to go to an event to look good, what I'll do is I'll start manipulating carbohydrates. Still taking in 1 gram to 1.5 grams of protein per pound of body weight. But what I'll do is I'll start manipulating, say, carbohydrates and dropping, say, from 300 or 400 carbohydrates a day down to sometimes 100 to 150 grams of complex carbohydrates a day. Now that you got my overall philosophy on nutrition, if you want details on my nutrition and diet, check out the page below. Now let's go on to supplementation. I've realized at an early age that you can't get all the nutrients from foods alone. You have to get it through supplementation. And by looking at certain supplements, you can actually help increase lean muscle mass. You can help recuperation. You can help burn fat. You can help speed the metabolism by using certain nutrients and supplements in your diet. The 3 key supplements for someone that just gets started, what's really important is protein. It's going to be very hard to just be able to eat chicken, fish, and eggs. So protein powders are very effective. If you're someone who has a very fast metabolism, you can use a weight gainer powder to help you be able to, gain weight, because it's very hard sometimes for someone who has a very fast metabolism to just eat a lot of food. So that's why a supplement, a protein shake, or a weight gainer is very effective. If someone gets a little more advanced, another supplement that's very effective is creatine. Creatine can help increase more explosive strength to help you gain more muscle size. It's one of the ingredients that came out 15 years ago and it's still used today. Branched chain amino acids are another supplement I feel very important for recuperation repair. Of those branched chain, leucine, isoleucine, and valine, leucine is one of the most important amino acids that when taken it will help for recovery, recuperation, and repair. If I was going to pick anything of the supplements for someone that gets into weight training, it would be my protein, creatine, and branched chain amino acids. When I'm making a product, I look at the clinical studies more than anything in building a product. It's not by what Rich Gaspari says, it's what the clinical studies show. Myself overall, I use a good multivitamin, multi-mineral formula every day. I take a good creatine formula pre-workout product, and I take an intra-post-workout product, and then from there take in proteins. When I want to lean out a little bit, I may add in some fat burners for a short period, usually about 30, 40 days, before some event that I want to look good for, and I'll add them in. But otherwise, I stick to the same regimen of vitamins, minerals, protein powders, pre-workout, intra-post workouts, and that's about it, what I use when I'm training. To get my full training, nutrition, and supplementation program, check out the page below. To learn more about me, go to Bodybuilding.com and GaspariNutrition.com.